and then close the polls. So please put in your answers if you haven't done so already. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right. 55% of you have marked A. How, guys? A is okay. We'll discuss. 11% of you have marked B. 22% have marked C. 11% have marked D, and none of you have marked E. Let's see. So A is not even talking about the correct scenario. A is like irrelevant. Let me point out how. So let's get started with the analysis. Tiger beetles are such fast runners that they can capture virtually any non-flying insect. So we know very clearly we are talking about tiger beetles. They run on the ground and they can catch any insect which is also on the ground. Clear? However, when running toward an insect, if the beetle is running toward an insect, what does it do? It will intermittently stop and then a moment later resume its attack. Intermittently means stop, start, stop, start. So the tiger beetles run fast. They can catch any insect on the ground. While chasing, they keep stopping from time to time and then they keep resuming or following the insect again. Why does this happen? Perhaps, so the author's conclusion is perhaps the beetles cannot maintain their pace. So because the beetles are running, maybe they cannot keep up the same speed and must pause for a moment's rest. All right. So one point here is maybe they are pausing for rest. The alternative hypothesis is that while running, they are not able to see properly. They're not able to process the changing visual information and they go blind and stop. So the two hypotheses are they pause. So they pause is a fact. Either that they are tired and need to rest, so they pause, or they pause because they can't see, they go blind. All right. The question 10 is telling us which of the following, if discovered in experiments using artificially moved prey insects. So in the experiment, if we are deliberately moving these artificial prey insects, what do you need to happen to support one of the hypotheses and weaken the other? Okay, in a way this is an evaluate question, but since we were dealing with strengthen and weaken, I thought to bring up these questions that you have to pick a choice where that same choice, if true, is going to strengthen one of the hypotheses at the same time weaken the other. So our hypothesis is they pause either to rest or because they cannot see, but not both. Remember, it's either or, and we have to support one of the two hypotheses and undermine the other. Scope of the conclusion, therefore, will be any new information that proves the beetles pause to rest, but they can see. So if they're pausing to rest, you are strengthening the first hypothesis. If they can see, you're weakening the second hypothesis. Alternatively, you can also prove that the beetles don't pause to rest, so you're weakening the first hypothesis, and you can prove that they go blind and stop, which means you're strengthening the second hypothesis. So any strengthener or weakener along these lines is going to be your scope. Take a moment to digest this. Okay, so we are trying to do either of the two things. All right, let's now move to the answer choices. A lot of you marked A, guys. Now A says when a prey insect is moved directly toward a beetle. Now the problem is the scenario in the passage spoke about the situation when the beetle was chasing the insect. Here we are talking about when the insect is coming toward the beetle and then the beetle does not do its usual intermittent stopping and starting. So this is not telling us whether it was pausing for resting or whether it was pausing for because of blindness. So this is having no impact on the other option. The only option it is impacting is the beetles can see the insect coming. But whether they are pausing for rest or not pausing for rest, why we don't know, because they are running away. So A is not the answer, guys. So many of you, 55% of you chose A. I want you to take a moment to understand A, because so many of you all chose this. And then I want you to answer my poll. So many of you chose this. Look at A, read it again, understand it, and then let me know if A is clear to all of you. Why A is wrong. Let me know if you understand why A is wrong. Let me know if the explanation for A is understood, clear. I have put up a poll. I don't know if you can see the poll or not. Choice A is simply proving that the beetle can see, but it's not telling us anything about pausing for rest. Kaushik, what do you want me to explain? I cannot explain the entire thing again. The prey is moved towards the beetle. When a prey insect is moved towards a beetle, Kaushik, it means the beetle is not chasing the insect. Okay, number one. So if it is not chasing, the scenario changes. Our hypothesis was based on the scenario which spoke about chasing it. Even then, if the beetle stopped immediately when it saw the prey insect coming, it means the beetle could see the insect. So it proves that the second hypothesis is false. It's not going blind. But does it strengthen the first hypothesis that it is pausing for resting? No, because it is running away. It's not doing the usual stopping and starting. All right, Kaushik. So A is not having any impact on the first hypothesis, and therefore A is incorrect. Also, A is incorrect because the situation is not one of chasing or pursuing. The situation is the reverse. All right. Let me move to B. In pursuing a swerving insect. Now, a swerving insect means the insect is running in a zigzag manner. The insect is running in a zigzag manner. The beetle alters its course. That means the beetle also changes its course according to the swerving insect, which proves that the beetle can see. Its pauses become more frequent as the chase progresses. If the beetle is pausing more and more frequently, so maybe at the beginning of the chase, the beetle was pausing for 2 minutes. Now the beetle is pausing after every 30 seconds or every 10 seconds. It means that the beetle is becoming, is not able to maintain the pace and needs to rest. So altering the course means the beetle can see, and resting more frequently means it needs the rest. So can see means you're weakening the second hypothesis. Pauses to rest means you're strengthening the first hypothesis. So B is the correct answer. Okay. In C, we are saying that in pursuing a moving insect, a beetle usually responds immediately. So if the beetle responds immediately, it can see. But look at the second part of it. The pauses are equally frequently whether the beetle is going up or down a slope. If you are running up a slope and down a slope at the same frequency, that means you're able to maintain the pace. So that means that is weakening the first hypothesis also. So choice C is weakening both the hypotheses. It's proving that you can see. It is also proving that you can maintain pace, because even when you're going up the incline or down the incline, you're able to run with equally frequent pauses. So you're not tired. D is not the answer. I don't think anybody chose. No, 11% of you chose D. Okay. If when a beetle pauses, it has not gained on the insect it is pursuing. Now we don't know why the beetle paused. So we don't know why the beetle paused. Maybe it could not gain on the insect, it paused. So it means it can see the insect. But whether it needs the rest or does not need the rest, we don't know, because the pursuit is ended totally. We need the intermittent stopping, starting, stopping, starting to prove the hypothesis correct or incorrect. So D is out. E simply says that the faster a beetle pursues the insect, the more frequently it stops. So it's partially correct. Again, it pauses to rest because it stops more frequently. But whether it can see the insect or not, or it is going blind or not, we don't know. Therefore, E is out. So the correct answer is B. I hope that explains, clears up all your doubts, guys. And that brings us to the end of the session. Remember, today's questions were all hard ones, so don't think too badly of yourself if you got them wrong, or if you got most of them wrong. All right, the idea is to learn how to get these questions correct, because you have to get some hard questions correct in order to get an elevated or higher score on verbal. All right, and remember, instead of worrying about the timing, you should worry about the approach. If you worry about the approach, if you practice the same approach day in day out, you will become faster, you will speed up. And once you speed up, you will be able to apply the approach even during the exam. It's all a matter of how much consistently, diligently, disciplined manner you are practicing this. All right. So you can connect with us um, over that, mail ID. You can connect with us over WhatsApp. Samagra, first of all, and I'm glad that your the webinars helped you. All right. So for the others, I think Samagra, Samagra, I remember, I think you took the online course, and then he was also watching all the webinars. He was a regular. So I'm so glad, Samagra, that you were able to get that 6:45. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for this. I mean, this is great. You made my day, Samagra, just now. Many, many congratulations to you. I hope you will, do all your endeavors in future are going to be as fruitful as this. My best, all the best to you, Samagra. So so thank you, everybody. I mean, honestly, Samagra's made my day today.